This week we're on a nautical adventure suggested by our subscribers, so come with us as we cruise to the beautiful Isle of Mull aboard the Paddle Steamer Waverley. Now we are in Oban, and I have to say one of us didn't sleep last night because they were so excited, and I had no idea Bex was so keen on steam-powered paddle steamers. Didn't sleep all night. It's going to be amazing. And at a beach not very far away along that way, parkrun is happening. This is the first parkrun that we've missed this year, but hey, we're going on a boat, so we don't actually mind. Although, as you know, we do love running. Oban is quite a pretty and quite a busy little port. There's a ferry coming in there. Ferries come and go all the time. And over there, those big hills you can see over there are the island of Mull, which is somewhere that we've not been for a while, but we will be going quite soon. But that's going to be a surprise. See, she's so excited, she's racing off and the boat doesn't even sail for another hour and a half. Bex, I know you're really excited, but slow down. The little fluffy microphone will be working overtime today because it is a bit windy, but don't worry, if you can't hear my wonderful insightful commentary, we'll show you some pretty pictures instead. Yes, wonderful and insightful.
Yes, wonderful.
I'll make it up as I go along, like I always do. Are you all excited yet? Wait till you see what's just round this corner, because ta-da! There it is. That is the Paddle Steamer Waverley. She was built somewhere at some time. That's enough dry fact for you now. Let's go and see when we get on board. The Waverley was built on the River Clyde and launched in 1947, and she's the last survivor of hundreds of paddle steamers that used to ply their trade on the world's oceans. She's now owned by a preservation trust and spends her summer time dotting around the British coastline taking people on mini cruises. It's going to be quite popular, this. There's quite a large queue of people waiting to get on. Wasn't expecting a big queue. Don't know what I was expecting, but I've no idea how many people she actually holds. We will find out and maybe let you know, or I'll maybe forget that and edit this bit out. It is quite a pretty place to set off from, and I found out we get off at Mull for a wee look around, so we'll show you a little bit of Tobermory, a wee preview. There is the Waverley. We're getting on the Waverley. We are on, and we've got a seat, hopefully with a good view, and hopefully it's not going to be too cold, and hopefully for Bex there is coffee nearby. There's a lot of people on board, and there's still a massive queue all the way up the side of the road there, so it is going to be quite busy. I'm not excited. I'm beyond excited. We're on the Waverley.
With a brief stop in Tobermory for a stretch of the legs, by which time we'll all be needing it, I think.
The only problem with being awake all night and excited is I've now sat down and I'm ready for a wee nap. With a slap of the slappy things, we are on our way. Woohoo! This is so cool. I am stupidly excited. So we're getting a view of Oban that I've not had for a while, and that is from the sea. Just too excited, Always dedicated to our craft. Rebecca, would you like to tell us what you've got in your bag?
I've just got some wool and a crochet hook, that's all.
Could be the first person ever to crochet on the Waverley, I would imagine.
Won't be.
Actually, looking at the age of the clientele, I think probably not. Our first stop, where people can get off and spend the day on Mull, is at Craigmuir, which is unsurprisingly on Mull. I'm gibbering. Anyway, the boat stops here, people get off and then they can have a day at the castle and stuff we were just looking at, or they can go to Tobermory, I guess, and get back on the boat when it arrives there at sort of 5 o'clock this afternoon. Told ya, welcome to Craigmuir on the Isle of Mull, and there is the Caledonian McBrain ferry, which is much less exciting than our wee boat. Judging by your face, you haven't seen it yet. Charity shop.
I don't think you can get off and back
Go
on
to the charity shop then back on again.
No, don't think so. Have you seen the workings?
I've not seen the workings yet. Have you seen the engine?
I've seen it. You will be very excited when you see it. And I've seen the souvenir shop too.
So what was more exciting, the engines or the souvenir shop?
Oh, couldn't possibly compare them. Both very exciting.
I don't believe you. I do have one question though. What happened to the blue sky and sunshine?
Oh, I think we left it behind.
It's gone a bit
Shall I?
grey. We've come inside because it's a bit windy outside, and I've come inside to have a look at these things just along here, which are quite cool. But there's a bit of a logjam of people. Right, let's keep going. If you're wondering why there's a step there, that is the shaft that goes from the water wheels out there, through there, and then into here. How cool is that? 1930s engineering thundering away. That's amazing. That is what I came here to see. Absolutely brilliant. If you listen to that, the ship has got a heartbeat. And the guys over there are keeping a very close eye on it. So there's the triple expansion steam engine going thump thump thump. And there's the actual shaft that goes under there, outside. This is amazing. Is this fascinating television? Because I could stand here all day. Bex has found a seat in the bar apparently, so let's go and see what we can find. The benefits of having a captive audience, £16.40. How's the crochet going?
I'm just starting a new cardigan.
Another cardigan. Is that everybody's Christmas sorted, is it? On the Waverley, Bex is doing crochet. I've got nothing else to say, so goodbye for now. Going to leave Bex crocheting and go for another wee walk round. Let's see what else we can find. I am quite enjoying this so far. A man, I'm guessing the captain, does a wee announcement when you pass something of interest. He's gone very quiet for the last half hour or so. I'm guessing there's nothing interesting to see here. Lots of very interesting stuff here on the paddle steamer. There's the history of the paddle steamer. That was the first one there. And that one there is called the Comet. That was apparently quite famous. I only know that because I read it on that side. Oh look! There's a wheel on this side, the same as the one on the other side. Right. I smacked my head off those pipes last time, so we'll go carefully this time. Duck! Well, it's a bit quieter now than it was before with people watching. We've got another 6 hours of this, so it'll be dead quiet by the end, but there you go. The heart of the ship is still beating. I love all the copper oil cans and pots and stuff down there. It's all exactly as it was, even down to the controls up there, all the voltmeters and the ammeters and yeah, and the steam handles. Oh wow, thank you very much sir. I'm allowed to go and have a look, I guess, as long as I don't touch anything. So there you are, there's the, this is so cool. Bex is going to go flip, look at that, that's all the handles and levers that control the engines. And there's a non-touristy look at the engines. That is amazing. I'm walking out on this thing and they'll probably say, oi, we didn't mean to go out there pal, look at that. I'm out in the middle of the Waverley's engine. This is probably the happiest I've been, well, don't tell Bex, but the happiest I've been in a long time. Not as happy as when I got married, obviously. God, this is my big kid face. I can't believe that man let me go in and go into the bit where the engines actually are and see the place where they... Oh, that was, yeah, I'm a wee bit giddy. Just as well we didn't bring him. I don't know how you do 8 hours on a boat. Oh, this is the dining saloon bit. That's quite nice. I'll show you that later because we're going to go and eat some dinner. Let's go up the Waverley branded steps, back up onto the deck and see what is happening outside. Oh, one thing is it's got a lot warmer. So over there is the coast of Mull as we head up towards Iona, but never mind that. I got to go and look at the engines. And now, like any big kid, I'm trying to run back to Bex and tell her, Bex, I got to go in the gantry above the engines. There's a wee bit of history. This vessel replaces the steamer Waverley, which was built in 1899 and was used as a minesweeper and was sunk by enemy action in 1940 at Dunkirk. It is a boat with a lot of iconic angles, like those funnels with their red, white and black colour scheme. Yeah, very nice. And I've had 1 pint of cider because I'll be driving in about 8 hours time and I care less that people are looking at me when I'm walking about talking to myself. I bet she'll be much less excited about that than I am.
What have you seen that's exciting then?
Well, I went to look at the engines. Ooh. And the wee man, and the officer in charge of the engine said, come in. And I got to walk out of the gantry out above the steam engines.
Oh, did you?
We can go home now, that's the high point of the holiday.
Did you get special treatment?
I got special treatment.
Because you were filming?
Because I was filming.
Ooh.
So we are just about at the bottom corner of Mull and about to go around this corner we'll be able to see the island of Iona. Yay! I know you can all hardly wait. There's Bex, she can definitely hardly wait.
Lovely day.
It's cracking, isn't it? This is...
Imagine if it had been peeing with rain.
Imagine if it had been pouring with rain. We can't say that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were filming it.
I'm always filming. If you do ever decide you want to do the Waverley cruise, I don't think we can guarantee you this sort of weather. This is just unbelievable, and it's also surprisingly quite warm.
It's steeped in Christianity, of course. St. Columba came to these shores, first of all to the Garvalus, the Isles of the Sea, where he could still see his beloved Ireland, so he moved further round and settled on Iona.
We've never been to Iona, we'll have to add it to a list, but that is in the far distance, Iona Abbey.
Is only 3 miles in length
he's talking again.
and 1.5 miles across. And the highest point you will see behind the Abbey, Dunee, which is 110 feet only above sea level.
So that is Iona over there, as you saw in those pretty pictures, but now we've got to go to the other side of the boat to even her up, because she's a paddle steamer, and this paddle is having to work quite hard because all the people are over on this side, and on the other side the paddle is Doon the Watter, which is apparently not ideal, so we'll go and let somebody else have this spot. Well, are we having fun?
Yeah,
Is it better than expectations?
it's good, yeah.
How cool was that engine? Did I tell you I got to go and stand on top of the gantry above? Yeah,
You did. Engines don't really do it for me, but I'll take your word for it. I'm happy because you're happy.
And I'm happy because I'm happy. You're definitely looking windswept and interesting. Right, let's go and get some dinner. Over there somewhere is the island of Staffa, but you'll have to take our word for it because we're going to go and get some dinner. Bex is in charge. She knows where the restaurant is. Down the Brandy the Waverley steps, into the Brandy the Waverley cafe, via the Brandy the Waverley souvenir shop. Let's go and get some dinner. Oh, this is not very busy at all. I'm quite liking this. People are all up top trying to look at the island of Staffa. I'm down here trying to look at the island of dinner. Vegetable lasagna and chips, chicken tikka masala and rice. Okay, fish and chips it is in. Fish and chips and everything I mean. Right, you can see that again, can you? Fish and chips and everything I mean.
Fish and chips and a wee thing of wine.
Not for the driver. That's just cruel and unusual.
Sorry.
Of course she can have some wine, it just means you'll sleep all the way home. That is a wine and a bottle of Iron Brew, and that is the fish and chips, I'm guessing. Well, I'm not guessing, it is, obviously. Bex is in charge of shopping. I'm going to go and find somewhere to sit down. It's a bit sort of, I suppose it's authentic oldie worldy with big wooden tables, but yeah, we'll find somewhere to sit, like here, for example. So there is the view from our dinner, and there's me, hello! But we interrupt this cruise to bring you a true crime podcast. Somebody stole one of my chips. Do you have any idea who that might have been? Oh dear, once again I have failed miserably as a food blogger, and Bex is not doing any better. Oh well, this is the after. You can imagine the before. There were some chips and some fish and some mushy peas. Yeah, this is the after. We were both going, Fingal's Cave, not that interested, not really that bothered. Had our dinner and now, yeah, it is amazing. That we eat is Bex. Even Bex is quite impressed by the basalt column things. Yeah, so that is that's Staffa. That was well worth a wee bit of excitement. And now everybody has left the restaurant to go and look at the island. I think next stop, Tobermory on Mull. Next stop, actually only stop. Oh well, in the finest tradition of sea-going gentlemen, I have retired to the bar, where I can't drink anything. But Bex can have some wine. Yay! She'd like it known that that's not her third bottle of wine, it's only still her first. First. I've lost count. I do really quite like this bar. The whole ship's like this. It's got like Art Deco type lights and metal posts and stuff. It's just really cool. It's a nice thing to be on. Bex was sitting quite happily crocheting, and then the announcing man said they were now going to go and look for dolphins. Suddenly crochet was less interesting. We might see some dolphins. I think if we see one, we're going to name him Lundgren. Over there in the distance, that is the Cooling Mountains on Skye, way over there. So everybody wave to William Sarah. Wave! If you look at those little dials up there, you can see her heartbeat and her pulse. She's very much a living, breathing thing. The technology is so cool. 1930s, 1940s technology. Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be arriving at Tobermory. Yay! There are quite a few people wanting to get off here for a wee look at Tobermory. It's a very pretty little place. Anybody who's ever watched Ballymory will now feel lied to, because that should be a castle and it's not.
There's a nice sign saying Tobermory though.
And there's a big sign that says Tobermory. Let's go for a womble. It is, as I may have mentioned, a very pretty place. That hotel over there is called the Mishnish. That's now yellow. It's brilliant. I used to stay there quite a lot when I was working and had many a good night in there. So we have now arrived.
Tobermory Pier until 5:30. The steamer will sail for Oban at 5:30.
Okay, so we've got until 5:30. It's now about 4:30, so I think the wee drone might be getting a little bit of a flight here. There's people running, and there's a lady that's dressed like a ship's funnel in their black, white and red. Yeah, that's taken fandom to whole new levels.
Where the Rhine is.
Where the what is?
The Rhine is.
The Rhine, yes, that's a story.
My boat.
We were in Germany, and there was an old lady walking along saying, "Excuse me, do you know where the Rhine is?" She was on a cruise boat and couldn't remember where it was. It wouldn't be like quite so bad, but all that was there was the Rhine. It was a big river. You can't really miss it. It is what they call drone o'clock. Woohoo! That was definitely my best drone shot ever. We don't have time to do too much, so one sort of panny, swoopy thing of the Waverley with the buildings in the background. That'll do me. Now I'm going to go and find Bex, who's probably found ice cream, I would guess. Honestly, that bit of swoopy drone footage with the Waverley and the buildings in the background, on top of getting to go out and stand on that gantry above the ship's engines, this has been a good day for a big kid like me. It is a gorgeous wee town. We are going to come back here and do it all in more depth at some point quite soon, so stay tuned for that. There is La Michenish Hotel, which is the best hotel on the island. Not the only hotel on the island, but definitely the best hotel on the island. Many a happy night in there. There's a wee picture of the Waverley looking resplendent, and the blue skies and the blue seas, and yeah, this is a good day, a very good day. Right, I've just got to find Bex now. I know she won't have gone far because she'll be not wanting to miss the boat and getting back across to the mainland. It's a strange place, Mull, because it's not very far away from the mainland. You can get the boat across to Craigmuir quite quickly, but it's a different world. It's a proper wee islandy sort of environment. I do like it. It's possibly my favourite, or maybe second favourite Scottish island, behind Bute, obviously. Quite a nice wee beach, and at the end of the beach is the jetty, and on that jetty there's a fish and chip stall, like a truck, and it used to do scallops and chips. So these days scallops are very expensive and very sort of artisan and all that nonsense, but back then you could buy scallops and chips from a wee van in Mull. It's really not got a bad angle, this place. Look at the houses perched up on top of the hill over there. That is also quite nice. Get somewhere
Can't see anything.
I can't see anything either. The sun's in our eyes, so I don't know if you can actually see the boat behind us. It's over there. But this is Mull, and we are loving it. So as I said before, we are coming back quite soon. That should be quite interesting. Oh, that is the Tobermory scullery. The Tobermory what, I hear you say? Well, that'll be time for our word of the day. Now, what time is it? We've got to be back on before past. Actually, we better move. Yeah. About 30 minutes is not enough time to spend looking at Tobermory. Right, I suppose it's time to get back on the boat, although a lot of people might be cutting it a bit fine because it doesn't look half as busy as it was earlier. So yeah, that is Tobermory harbour, and there's a big cruise ship over there, and there's a man in a hat. He's the man in a hat that was looking cool earlier, and he's still walking about looking cool. I didn't realise how iconic this was until I actually saw it. I mean, you knew of the paddle steamer and of the red, white and black funnels, but yeah, she's just an amazing thing. I'm going to stop gibbering about it now, and we'll be back to doing zoomies with De Niro next week. And while we're waiting for more people to come on board, let's go for a wee wander again. There's one of those big things that go down to the engine room so they can breathe, and there's a gurney, and there's a life jacket, and there's a man smoking a vape pipe, and there's people taking photographs. It's all just tourist to the max. I am absolutely loving it. Must be some sort of aft control thing, because there is a steering wheel, and there's a flag, and there's a lifeboat, and there's another nice view. This boat is full of very nice views. That's we'll stand here and look at that one for about 5 minutes. I'm not sure what this is, but somebody spends quite a lot of time polishing it, and it's got a red ball and a green ball, which is port and starboard, I think, or starboard and port or something. One of you guys can tell me, I'm not sure. I keep trying to get artistic things off the lifeboat. I've got my proper camera with me today. I must have taken about 20 photos of the back end of that lifeboat. I'm not entirely sure why, looking at it now. I could have just taken more pictures of that. Whilst I've been off gibbering to myself and upsetting people, Bex has been sitting enjoying a few minutes of silence. How was it? Nothing, there was just people standing in my way and asked me to move. The only thing more industrious than the Waverley's mighty triple expansion steam engine is Bex, who has now made half a cardigan. People keep walking past and saying, "How's it going? How are you getting on?" She's a wee celebrity. I just went for a walk and Bex said, "Are you going to go and look at that engine again?" No, of course not. That would just be sad. That is one of the most impressive things I think I've ever seen. It's just so cool. It's also the warmest place to stand. I wouldn't fancy being out there though. It's like we're inside some mad demonic washing machine. You do get a really good view of the paddle wheels from here. They do quite a hard job, I suppose, especially if everybody's at one side of the boat. So one's doing all the work and the other one is doing none. I just went for a walk. I didn't go anywhere. I just don't tell her. Didn't go anywhere.
Did you not?
No.
Not back to see the engines then?
No, don't be ridiculous. Engines. Who's interested in old engines, eh? Oh no, we have a knitting tragedy. Shoot. Crochet tragedy.
That's a bit of a blow, isn't it?
She was crocheting away and looked down and there was no wool between her fingers. So there's technology. There is the Waverley, and over there is the Isle of Mull. It wasn't a very good view of the Waverley, but there's lots of people watching the Isle of Mull coming in. That is quite cool. I've been on that a few times, so we'll be on it again soon. She is a little bit bigger than we are. And we are off again on the last leg of our journey back to Oban, which will take us about an hour, I think. So I'll go and find Bex, who's probably trying to find somewhere warm to sit. She's found somewhere warm to sit. Goodbye Craigmuir, goodbye Isle of Mull, and goodbye to the MV Isle of Mull. There, the Isle of Mull at the Isle of Mull. You get the idea. The boat is called, yeah, you knew, I'll shut up. There's some sunlight reflecting on the sea for you to make up for my gibbering. Waverley Steps, going back up the Waverley Steps. You know, I've never actually visited that castle. I think we'll remedy that next time we are on Mull. There's an iconic lighthouse on the way from Oban to Mull, or in this case back again. That's quite cool. Very, very photographed on the way out. Everybody was taking photos of it. On the way back, it's only me. Well, it's not my fault. In my defence, I am an idiot.
Are you?
I left my bag downstairs.
Just as well I picked it up.
And we have arrived. That's what it looks like from the inside. Thank you. If you open the door and wow, excellent. Thank you. And I'm sorry, in spite of my best efforts, I didn't manage to get a shot of the steam whistle whistling and steaming at the same time. And more importantly, can anybody see Bex? Because she can't get off without her ticket that I've got in my pocket. Whilst I was down there filming the engine shutting down, she was probably waiting for me somewhere. Oops. Oh, in the distance I see somebody waving. I've just been... If you're the young couple that I just met, then it was lovely to meet you, and I really hope you enjoyed your cruise, and I hope you like our wee video. And that is that for the episode that you sent us on. That was our cruise on the Waverley. I've had an absolutely brilliant time looking at enjoying the scenery and not just looking at the engine. We do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe and all that gubbins, and we'll see you soon for more as we head further north.
Bye!
The sea has gone flat and shiny, and there is the Isle of Mull arriving in Oban, going past the island of Kerrera. In the background of the Isle of Mull is the Isle of Mull. So it's Isle of Mull, Isle of Kerrera, Isle of Mull. I'm gibbering again, I'll shut up. Just look at the pretty pictures and ignore me.